boy, this Smile for the Pittsburgh, and welcome back to my franchise series. This is Road to Super Bowl 54. This week we're against the Lions at US Bank Stadium. Let's get straight into it.
Now we're cooking. It's the coach. You're set for Madden football on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Dalvin Cook. He's back and coming off a big game a weekend ago, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Minnesota Vikings. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
I know
so here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by a 5th-round pick in the 2019 draft out of North Dakota State. It's Easton Stick.
And you and I both know that any win is a good
So
win.
I've never
And
been
that's
able to
what they
make
did
a
last
video
week.
unless
But
it's my
there's
day
also
off.
plenty for him to work on in his game,
But
wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an
I'm
interception.
I'm trying to get you guys
he
some
wants to
videos
increase
out
that a little
and
bit in
make
terms
sure
of
that
ratio. But first and foremost,
they come out.
they did win the game.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
Oh, Thielen.
Touchdown, Vikings!
That's what we needed. We needed to have a Thielen touchdown.
His 5th touchdown now on
to get the first score of the game.
And they are able to strike first here
And
on
if
their
you guys
opening
are-
drive.
I'm doing this right after the Viking game.
I'll let you do the analysis.
Oh my
part of
God,
it.
that
Every
was a
touchdown pass
good
his young quarterback
game
throws,
today.
and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both
I
do
actually
the
like how
analysis.
Kirk Cousins
Impressed.
handled how
Aren't we both?
Yeah.
Thielen
why
did,
shouldn't
how
we be?
Dig
We've
did,
seen
even
him
though
improve throughout the
everyone
year.
knows
We've
what's
seen
going
him
on
settle
between
in
Dig
now,
and the
and you can
Vikings.
see the confidence of the team has grown.
It was a good
His
game
confidence
overall.
has grown. I think
Carson
that everyone
ran-
around this guy feels good about
He
what
did
they've
do
seen.
good, and
it's
he
also
did
safe
sometimes
for
that he
him
didn't.
when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I forgot
That'll be
what
taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to
He
the
did make some good plays
25-yard line.
today.
So here are the Lions
But
under second-year coach
there's also
Matt
some balls
Patricia.
that he
They'll
dropped
be led
that
out
should
by
have
a
been
man who's
catchable.
now in his 11th season
But
in
the
the
Vikings
league,
still got out
Matthew
of the win.
Stafford at
I
31
was happy
years
to
of
see my
age.
team actually
And
doing
the
good
tendency
instead
for
of
most of these
shit like they
guys
usually do.
is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a
But
big strike against
I gotta
their
go to my other team.
and you know
My
they're thinking to
virtual team
themselves,
of the
I
Minnesota
can get this
Vikings.
back
We gotta
right
get
now
this
on one play.
We gotta stay
Well,
on
it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the
Especially
offense,
remember
get things
against
going,
one
and see how
or
things settle
divisional
in.
rival.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 56 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch
Who got
defensively.
that here?
We
I
are
think it was-
deep enough into the season
was
where
it
numbers
Smith?
count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And we look now at the Lions offense.
Running back Kerryon Johnson was drafted out of Auburn in the 2nd round in 2018 to become the Detroit Lions' lead running back, something they haven't had in a long time. In fact, in 2018. He ran for over 100 yards in a game in September. The first Lions back over 100 yards since Reggie Bush on Thanksgiving Day in 2013. They're hoping that continues, and he'll be the 3-down runner that they've been seeking.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here now the starters defensively for the Vikings. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Stafford. And
he threw it away. I don't think Stafford knew what he was doing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression? 3 yards in the cloud of dust. In this case, it's dust covered pellets.
That's why the majority of the time I'm like quiet. I'm like trying to concentrate and stuff.
Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm still waiting for Smith to get his first NFL touchdown. He's been doing so well.
Drop it there.
Yeah, I can see that even though they completed the pass.
He has to get in to pay their.
Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially open the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the
They don't want
that's what you work on to make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
That was fine.
And the offensive starters for the Vikings.
And running back Dalvin Cook was drafted in 2017 to be the lead runner for the Vikings, and he should love what they're putting in for him in 2019. This is a run-first, run-heavy offense. As dictated by their head coach, Dalvin Cook should get more than enough carries to threaten 1,000 yards this season.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
I think that should have been a touchdown. Yeah, it should have been. Down Peter, what bullshit is going on here?
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Here's Stick looking to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I tried.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Stick looks to throw. Flushed out right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
There we go, Dalvin
And
Cook.
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Playmaker
Dalvin
right there.
Cook, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Yeah, the only one that was open in that play that I could see him think of was Dalvin Cook.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
If I can remember, I can't remember. I think I was also getting
this fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here.
So
this
will
be a
like,
touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
So I had to play
coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football. Seems like we've seen the Seahawks quite a bit in prime time the last few weeks, and we get them again tonight as they head down to L.A. to take on the Rams. And then tomorrow night for Monday Night Football, it's Giants-Eagles from chilly Philadelphia. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection.
I still don't get how, why
the
Patriots got rid of Amendola.
You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he
I
can
really
pick up a
don't
lot
get
of
why they did
yardage
that.
after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes
you're not getting past the line of scrimmage.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield. And find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team.
There's a holding call.
Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Cook following the penalty. He's still fighting forward.
That's usually how big
powers way out near the 25. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. A toss to Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
That's what you want to do. You want to try to run out the clock.
A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Oh, God.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Abdullah's going out his corner.
Running from the gun, it's Abdullah. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He may try and run for this. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips,
there we go.
That plays over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. A good pickup there, 21 yards. First and 10, Stick. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be
there we go.
Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown.
That's what we needed.
Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket, but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Marching back out there, ready for the next possession. Here comes the Vikings defense. And we're going to get a peek at some of the hits that have helped them get this first-half lead.
And you know how the best hits happen? By being really good on that side of the ball in terms of fundamentals, being in the right spot, diagnosing plays well, and being there at the point of attack. They are really making it happen.
On first down, Stafford here. Complete to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Stafford has got 3 sacks.
To throw is Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Stafford now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Underneath for Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll get this one to Galladay. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
They still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2.
I want to.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Stick back to pass. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And that's caught inside the 35. He will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
He was open.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point try by Bailey. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Yeah, but I saw Diggs getting wide
That's
open.
fielded in the end zone. And
all the defenders kind of shifting over to the team, so I saw Diggs right open,
out to the 25. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no
the
way
other
that
one
the best
gets
ones
open.
let their
You
teammates
put the
know
good
that.
guy in
They
one.
actually take it upon themselves and say, okay,
You have your
I
not
have to
so
do
good
even
guy in
more,
the other.
or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll see,
I kind of want to know what my
we
stats
check
are.
in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports
I actually like listening
halftime
to the
report.
coach.
All right,
Well,
Brandon, we'll
I'm
get
actually
back to
doing
you
good,
and
going
Charles
good.
in a bit.
The
But first,
rushing yards,
let's get to
not
some
so
of these
much.
scores around the
Let's
NFL
hear
here in
you,
a
coach.
busy Week 14. We'll begin with a couple of the classic franchises in the NFL. Washington on the road, taking on Green Bay at Lambeau. And in the second quarter, it's the Redskins who are out in front. Adrian Peterson has a touchdown there. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton with a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. A 10-point victory in the end. 24-14, the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay. Has it really been back and forth? Kind of, but not really.
Teams appear ready
If
for
it's
the
been
fight
back and
ahead.
forth,
We
wouldn't it be like
resume
a closer
action
game
here
than
in
what it
quarter
is?
number
Like
3.
an 18-point
That's
game.
fielded in the end zone. And no run back here.
It's
This will be a
still close.
touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is
you're gonna do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
We got
And they're
him for this
scripting something
tackle.
that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Anderson. He's got it on the draw. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense up the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
I know Easton is...
On third down, it's Stick. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
No.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Choose the clock a little bit.
Look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The tackle there by Stephen Weatherly.
54, check, watch for the 4, watch when it happens. Good job, I got you.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They have
This
to do a much
happens
better
back
job
and
in the
forth
run
already.
game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
Taking it about the 16.
Ooh.
A very nice job on the run back there. They'll get 23 yards all told. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Again, it's Cook. Dances by him. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football
I'm just going to let it go into the fourth.
Now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now Stick. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Nice the 37 on first and 10. Stick looking to throw on first and 10. Complete. Smith has it. Touchdown.
There we go. Irv Smith Jr. got him with the touchdown.
Smith Jr. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
He's pissed off.
Bailey now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Throw to this game.
Just a 4-play drive that
So
time.
Easton Stick is going 100% right now.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And I think that's a good thing for him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
Oh, and there's
he goes down.
Staff for the first
Stephen
time
Weatherly.
this game.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Stafford. That one complete to Anderson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Third and long, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the quarterback, there in coverage.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Hey,
containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run
Yeah, the
back
Lions
here. This
can't
will
do
be a
anything.
touchback, and it comes out to the
That's how the Vikings
25-yard
do it.
line.
The Lions can't do
The
anything.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And the pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Stafford now to throw. Caught by Jones. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So
I didn't think that was going to be a touchdown.
Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant
The
throughout
Lions,
this game.
I can't
And
remember
privately,
his first
the head
game.
coach
He was
ran
on
a
me.
4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter.
And the
Bailey to tackle on the extra point.
Crazy like that clown.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
No.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at the 3. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The Vikings now heading onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They start the drive with Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Cook, right to go on the bound.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
You're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, all I'm doing
On
is
second down, Cook.
time to run.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back
That's
at the
enough to get in the
42.
game.
He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Sense of urgency. We got to get this stop. Let's have a sense of urgency. Let's grip.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
But that's the end of the game, though.
Well, Charles,
a
it's
good
one
one.
thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for
150
Minnesota,
rushing yards.
the
Oh, that's
streak
nice.
lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Alright, this is the end. I'm just gonna finish it off here, and if you guys liked it, smash that like button. I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later, guys.